welcome back to Mike Paints Minis. Today we're going to be making a very own stone golem, and this is made entirely out of foam, so I'm going to be showing you how I did it and how you can make one at home. So let's get into it. So first thing I did was get some cocktail sticks and arrange them like a little skeleton for our golem. So I make the limbs out of packing foam. If I was to do this again, I'd use pink XPF foam because it doesn't have all the like bubbles and the holes in it. It would give me a flat surface and a bit easier to work with. So I'm cutting 6 pieces in total out. 2 large long chunks for the legs, 1 body and 2 smaller thinner arms and a teeny tiny square head. I just arrange them around so you can see how it will come together. I use this knife to rough up the edges and carve them in to make them more rough and rocky. Next it was time to do this to the arms and the head. I then carved out little eye holes where the fella's little eyes will be. So I put in some sticks and line them up, and so I insert their skeleton into the rocks and show you how it all fit together. Now it's time to peg it together. The legs are a bit too long, so I cut off the bottom, and now he has no toes. It was now time to paint and prime this bad boy. I think maybe I should have used a rattle can, probably would have been easier and got a bit of a less messy coverage. However, I'm just going to slap some paint on. I use this mix of Mod Podge, white and black paint to make a grey, and this will hopefully give a nice primed layer, allow me to paint all over the top of it. So yeah, this stage got very, very messy. Now I make a homemade black wash with some black paint, some flow aid, and water it down a little bit. This gets slapdashed all over the golem to add some darkness into the recesses. I then dry brush over a grey over the top. This is slightly lighter than the priming colour and covers all the raised areas, so it's darker underneath and slightly lighter above. I then slapped on some very different greys. I applied a lighter grey and some greens to give it this mossy kind of aged stone effect. I then went and dry brushed again because some of the raised areas got muted. And then I used dry terminus grey in a directional dry brush just over the raised edges, making sure just to get the angles and the corners to only focus them, making sure to focus any edges facing upwards that would catch the light as well. I then used Screaming Skull to do a small edge highlight. I went in with a brush and did some of the most detailed and defined areas that I wanted to be a little bit brighter. This was like the front of the face, the top of the legs, and the shoulders. And with that, our stone golem was done.